am not a robot. Hopefully, most of you obviously understand that. But possibly in the near future, the difference between humans and their thoughts and behaviors might not be as distinguishable from artificial human thoughts and behaviors. The topic of artificial intelligence is on the rise in conversations about technology today because of the real impact that it might have on society. I have done extensive research on artificial intelligence, and I prepared for you today a speech on it, or as I'm going to refer to it, AI. Today I'm going to inform you about what exactly artificial intelligence is and how it may affect you in your job or college experience. Artificial intelligence is defined as the use of intelligent agents by Stuart Russell and Peter Norvig in Artificial Intelligence, a Modern Approach. These so-called intelligent agents are machines that are programmed to do human-like activities, such like activities that other animals in the animal kingdom can't perform, such as computing problems, solving mathematical problems to real-life problems, and things like chess. And they have to be doing them with intelligence that is associated with humans. In the 1990s, artificial intelligence was first theorized, but it became more popular in the 1950s when Al Turner published the paper entitled Computing, Machinery, and Intelligence. In this paper, he talks about how machines were used to solve problems, and before he wrote this paper, he worked in World War II to help decode German codes, and this proved to be incredibly successful and beneficial to the Americans in that war because they were able to find out where the Germans were going to be going and what their plans were. The popularity only grew from there up until this current moment. The artificial intelligence is created by computer programmers and engineers, usually through coding that is inserted through an object that can perform a certain duty. These machines are usually presented info or algorithms, and they are able to decipher it and respond to it in some kind of way, however they are programmed to do that. With some sort of human intelligence. The SAS Institute, an institute that is a software program developer, says that the most important aspect of modern artificial intelligence is the ability to develop from the information that is given to them and in fact learn from the algorithms. And instead of just computing the same thing every time, they are in fact able to change the information and add more intelligence to it. Overall, artificial intelligence, the most important aspect is that it is accurate and has human-like intelligence traits. And this is very desirable to employers, which leads me to my next point of how it could affect someone's job. This accuracy that is presented through artificial intelligence and the ability to do human tasks is obviously very desirable to employers, and to give you an illustration of the magnitude of how desirable this is, I'll provide you with a statistic. There was a 50-page study of over 702 occupations by Oxford University that calculated that 47% of occupations in America are at risk for being taken over by technology and computers within the next 5 to 10 years. The jobs that involve the least amount of human-type thinking are the jobs that are most at risk. But as artificial intelligence gets smarter, it threatens jobs that require more education as well. These computers can do jobs that involve telemarketing, any kind of clerk work, and it extends to physical work like building things in factories. Computers can now do that. They can also sort through all kinds of information, including applications, which brings me to my next point of how artificial intelligence can affect colleges. Bell State University published an analysis in 2017 about how American employments have eliminated 9 out of 10 jobs in the private sector involving because of artificial intelligence or computers. This has caused many community colleges to being sued because they provided an education that was no longer valuable to their students, and are now having to retrain students in areas that computers can't do what they were trained to do. This also affects the decisions that people make about if they're going to go to college or not, because in fact most vocational or technical colleges or jobs that did not require a college degree now can be done by things that are not human. So humans are now being forced to go to college to get a job that can pay them well, because jobs that computers can do don't pay very well. Colleges have in fact also had to change what they teach to students, because their programs now involve things that are obsolete because of this type of technology. In conclusion, in the next 5 to 10 years, every human in America could possibly be affected by artificial intelligence and what it has to do with their job and their college experience. These machines every day are going to be more and more like humans, and in fact, one day the day may come where you can no longer distinguish between a real human and a fake human.